Morning. It's a kind of a quiet, gray and gloomy, drizzly sort of morning. I'm out here in my little backwoods camp. My intention today is really just to do some housekeeping back here. Gonna probably hang out most of the day, just piddling around. Thought I'd just kind of invite you guys to stick around with me here and wander. I don't have a lot scripted or planned. I guess would be a better way to word it. I do want to clean out where I normally put my hammock, and which is in the past has pretty much just been day type of hanging. I want to clear out some more space for it so I can put the rain fly over top of it. And squirrel season starts in about a week or so, and I plan to, while I'm unemployed, or I'm sorry, while I'm laid off, use it as a little squirrel hunting camp so I don't keep waking my wife up and rummaging through stuff. So I'll just camp out here at night and go squirrel hunting in the morning. So I want to get that accomplished. I want to, for the most part, just for practice, I want to make myself a little tripod for cooking over the fire with. I've got a tree that came down last fall. It's got some pretty good sized straight branches on it, so I'm thinking about just cutting them to use them for beams. I don't want to really cut down any new trees when I got a surplus of already downed ones. If time permits, I want to work on my little knife station some more. And I haven't eaten yet today, so I need to do a lunch. It is Tuesday after all, so I might do another Canteen Cup Tuesday. But all in all, I'm just going to be hanging out back here most of the day, and thought for some of the little projects I get myself into that I'd bring you guys along with me. So, okay, so this will be the first part of my project this morning. The two trees on either end of the frame here is where I usually will string my hammock up at, and down underneath it is where I have my GI shelter, but it's getting that time of year where I don't want to spend a lot of time on the ground. So I need to kind of clear out back here a little ways more for stringing the rainfly. And I'm going to probably tackle that project first. Okay, so I've got the my hammock set up and the fly kind of in place. My bigger concern initially was that back here I was going to run out of space, but it looks like I might be okay now. Truthfully, I don't remember if I've had the fly set up here before or not, so, but it looks like it might be okay. I really don't want to cut down any little trees if I don't have to. I know over here I've got a poison ivy vine that I really need to get rid of, because that's me and poison ivy seem to find each other very quickly. I've got some little thorny things back here I want to clean up, but I think snake-wise I'm going to be okay. think for daytime, that'll be okay. And then if it get rainy or heavy windy, then I can just pull this back down. I seem to like the flat surface idea. Yep, I think this works out better than looking the area over. I thought it was going to. Cool. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And I don't think, looking up, I don't think there's anything that's going to fall. It don't look like it to me anyhow. Oh, let's hope not. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good little setup. Okay, after I clean out the little viney things and stuff, the other thing I want to do, I keep down here my little steel tripod. You know, and it fits okay inside the fire ring. I use a couple little beer cans for footrest, so it doesn't drive itself into the ground, especially when the ground's soft. But mostly for practice, I want to make a pole tripod. Need some practice just lashing things together and just figuring it out. So that's what I want to do today. After I clean up back here a little bit more, we'll go for a little walk. I'll show you the down tree and some of the branches or whatever that I think might work for it. But it's just a day project, keep me busy, sharpen any skills and learn from it. So it'll all be good. Okay, so last fall we had some really good windstorms come through. October-ish, I guess it was, and that wiped out quite a few of my trees. So this one came down then, and you're not going to see much through this. It looks different from my perspective, but down here towards the tree tops, and we'll go down that way, I think there's enough branches where I can harvest 3 good poles to lash together to make a little cooking tripod. So I'm thinking this broken one, kind of laying at a 45-degree angle, I can take that one, and looks like there's 2 more decently straight ones, maybe like 10 o'clock-ish to that leaning one. There's some other good sized ones in there, but those things are pretty beefy. It's a little more than I want. But so years back ago, my dad got me this. Man, it was probably mid-80s. Little Wyoming saw, and I've just kept a hold of it. It's part of my regular kit. I know there's some less expensive ones out there and some lighter ones, but I've had this all this time, so it's been a good little saw for me. And short of finding blades for it, I can't complain about it. It doesn't have much of a cutting radius or nothing, but it works pretty good for me. Maybe a little more than I'm going to need, but I'm going to take it right about here. Yeah, that'll be plenty. Yep, I think I found pole number 2, and maybe a 3rd pole right in there somewhere too. And fresh deer signs.
maybe a little much. I'm really more impressed that I cut them all about the same size. That was quite the accident, really. Just kind of eyeballed how much I thought I needed. Okay, I'm going to put a little thought into this before I get started doing anything. See how much of it I want and everything. Okay, my poles aren't the straightest. Well, two of them ain't too bad. One of them's got a little bit of bow in it. So I think I'm going to try to lash them right here. These poles are pretty good size. I bet you could probably pull an engine out of a car with these things. But I'm probably exaggerating a little bit. It's going to be a stout. I know I can probably hang the heaviest of my Dutch ovens off of it, I bet you. But I'm going to try to just lash them here. This is, they'll at least be the tightest together. I am willing to bet that I knocked this up beforehand. Yeah, it's going to get knotted up. Trust me, while I figure this out, I'm not going to make you watch every bit of this lashing part. But all right. Now for, I think will be the harder part. Okay. Now I am not the best at knowing what knots or what the right things for what, so I'm going to figure this part out too and get back with you. Rest assured, it's not going to be a knot that I'm going to know if it's even the right knot for the right application or what. So I'm not all that good at that part. It's not pretty. I got it tied off though, and then the nylon cord, so I singe the end so it won't unravel anymore. I think ideally, if I would have known the right kind of knots to use, I could have let this dangle for a pot holder, but I'm not good at that. Something else to learn. So I think it's not going to at least fall apart, and let's kind of see how we did with it. It's not going to blow over in a wind, that's for sure. They're mere keeping from the looks of it. Stout enough though. Maybe a little overkill, but it's been a fun little project. Probably put it over a bonfire. Well, that's kind of about as much as I had intended to do today. It's been a fun day. I got the main goal was to get this kind of make sure it was going to be a good little hammock camp before squirrel season starts next weekend. I think I did okay. It was a good day. Had a nice little canteen cup Tuesday lunch. Got my mega tripod built. It's actually a little bit bigger than I was envisioning in my head, but it'll do fine. So I think I'm going to just chill for a little bit. I want to thank you all for sticking with me, hanging out with me this afternoon. I'm going to take me a little nap and clean up my mess.